Everybody, Tuesday morning, it's November 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is here watching a crash in Queens and how it's impacting traffic. And Storm Report's LaRosa here with today's forecast. These are high point travel days.
And across the country. And
right.
We've got some issues across the country. So far, so good here weather-wise. It is still pretty quiet. And ooh.
Look at that.
Love this. Yes. You know, we're talking about some of the cloudy skies, but just enough getting through. Okay, Point Pleasant. You win the live shots so far this morning. Just enough getting through to show you those beautiful colors. But we're at 38 in Massapequa, Freehold, Toms River in the 30s, 48 right now at Central Park, and still close to freezing in Poughkeepsie and Sussex, Monticello in the 20s, Bridgeport, you're at 37. For now, dry on the radar. See some scattered showers through central PA. It is across the south where we're really seeing the high impact weather with our big system that's moving our way. We're going to see some showers, not flooding variety, not severe weather, but with that said, big travel time, enough to slow us down. 54 degrees by 1 o'clock, should still be dry through then, but by 4 p.m., some scattered showers, steadier rain late evening. So after 7 p.m. till about midnight, just after midnight, maybe even a rumble of thunder. All right, coming up at 6:01, Adele, those slowdowns already.
Yes, lots of slowdowns here in Queens. This is because of construction, actually, not a crash. It's on the Van Wyck Expressway southbound side heading into the Belt Parkway. Lingering road closures here. Closes down the left lane with delays heading back to the Kew Gardens interchange. So you're definitely going to need to give yourself some extra time if you're planning to head out to JFK Airport. Heading away out east now, LIE westbound over by Horse Block Road, exit 65. We've got a crash taking out a lane. Coming up, we've also got an update for you on that Verrazano crash. But for now, back to you, Michael.
All right, Adele, thanks very much. We've got new information.
Talking about what everybody's making.
We're talking about what everyone's making, yeah.
That's right. We want
Overwhelming.
recipes.
What, 500 varieties of apples? And they probably know each and every one of them. It's
They do.
amazing.
Crazy.
All right, well, they're busy today. Weather-wise, it's going to get a little busier. We have clouds for now. Showers move in, not moving out tomorrow, but temperatures go from the 60s to the 40s by Friday. Half the story because it does stay chilly with the winds. Talk about how low we go into the weekend in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also ahead, dozens of homes.
The people
I was
celebrating
there.
out there, Michael. FDR Drive, southbound side, over by exit 16 for 116th Street. We've got a crash just popped up. One lane closed off, already causing delays. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let you know how far back those slowdowns are going. Here's a live look outside right now, though, onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. Also seeing slowdowns here into 3rd Avenue. You're watching Today in New York.
There, Maria, and you said it's a lot of the geography of Houston really lends itself to this kind of threat.
It's a very spread out metro, right? So it's not, you know, it's pretty densely populated that far out from the city center. And this is not unusual for this time of year. We sort of go through a second bump in that severe weather season, especially for the Gulf Coast. Temperatures are still warm, lots of moisture available, and then you get these strong systems. And that's what we have today. So this is the heads up for travel. Already Memphis clocking in with some delays, but also we'll keep an eye on Atlanta. Big airport and big hub and busy for today. They'll still continue to be under that storm threat for today. We're ahead of all of this. So for now, we're talking about the relative warmth into the 50s and the showers moving in. Still expecting them to move out by Thursday. But of course, Thanksgiving, our story is, yes, cold and gusty, and enough too that we're going to continue to see that flow off the lakes. I-90, if that's your corridor over the weekend, it's going to be pretty snowy. And speaking of, by Saturday, the next system taking shape, this one, it's hard to get a full holiday weekend out without some big major storm system. So we're going to keep an eye on this because snowfall, Chicago on a busy travel Saturday, Detroit, Indianapolis, back to Kansas City could be an issue. The stormy side on the south side of this storm system. But for us, by Sunday, it catches up with some more showers. So that's what we're looking at for us by the time we wrap up the weekend. All right, a pretty view of the sunrise here. Just enough cloud cover and some sun peeking through. You got a pink sky right now as we look at Staten Island. 48 degrees. All right, so today our issue, the showers. We see them generally light through 5 p.m. After that, could see some periods of heavier rain, and that's from the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, Long Island, Central and South Jersey, but still can't rule out showers into tomorrow, while not as widespread. Still present even into the evening, so something to keep in mind on your way out tomorrow night. But of course, Thanksgiving on Thursday, it's all about the windy conditions and the brutal chill. We've got 54 today, so not chilly, 53 with the overnight temperatures holding with that rain moving in. Feels like temperatures starting Thanksgiving morning through Friday, upper 20s and 30s with those gusts over 30 miles per hour. Winds ease on Saturday, and then we'll watch for that rain moving in by Sunday. All right, 6:17 now, Adele. What's going on out there?
We've got a lot going on today, of course. Expected to be a very busy travel day, more so through the afternoon and evening than the morning, but still, you're going to need to give yourself extra time. If you are heading into New Jersey now, 80 eastbound over by exit 60 for Route 120, we've got a crash taking out the left lane and the shoulder, so that'll cost you some extra time through there. And then on the FDR Drive southbound side by exit 16 for 116th Street, one lane closed off here for an accident. And already seeing a solid ride through the area there. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on that. Van Wyck Expressway lingering construction closes down one lane on the southbound side heading into the Belt Parkway, heading into JFK Airport. You're going to need to tack on extra minutes there, and delays are back to the Kew Gardens interchange. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. 6:18. All right.
Doing it all. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, November 25th at 6:30. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele is with us with a commuter alert in Brooklyn right now. Storm Team 4's Marie LaRosa has today's forecast on this Tuesday.
Yeah, it's also a bit of a commuter alert as we wait for some of the showers to move in, and just the big picture showing quite the mess with some severe weather across the southeast. Also impact on travel as we lead up to the holiday. For now, we're just looking at cloudy skies. Off to the west, though, some light showers trying to get going. We're at 48 now at Central Park, Massapequa 38, Poughkeepsie at 32. We're going to stay in the 50s today with mostly cloudy skies early on. 47 through 9 o'clock, 51 and dry through 11 a.m. Once we get past 2, 3 p.m. especially, we'll start to see more coverage with those showers. Temperatures holding in the 50s. Winds generally light out of the south. And then after 6 p.m., a little bit steadier, more impactful rainfall headed our way. We'll time that out for you coming up in a bit. But at 6:30, slowdowns already. Got the brake lights on the Staten Island Expressway. Adele, what's going on?
Yes, those brake lights are heading into the Verrazano Bridge. And then once you make your way into Brooklyn here, at least on the westbound side, you're going to be tapping on the brakes as you make that approach into exit 11 for Flatbush Avenue. That's because of an accident through the area, taking out a lane. Grand Central Parkway westbound by Parsons Boulevard. You've also got a crash here that blocks a lane. But the good news is earlier construction on the Van Wyck Expressway heading into the Belt Parkway have cleared out. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:31. She's showing us the Swiss chard, and I'm like, okay, what do you do with that?
Oh, I know. They're so
pretty.
Nice and friendly at this hour, and so busy. We love them. All right, if you got to get the kid out to the bus stop, just mostly cloudy skies out there right now. Lunch and recess should be outside. It's after school that we're tracking the shower. So the updated timing on that, and the next round headed our way before the weekend is done, coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also coming up,
if you're making your way a little further north here in the Bronx River Parkway southbound over by exit 9, we've got a crash taking out a lane, already causing slowdowns through the area. We're going to break it all down for you coming up in just a few minutes. But here's a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. You've got about 20-minute delays. You're watching Today in New York.
What an incredible morning. Thank you, Chapel 4, for those beautiful pictures of Lower Manhattan. An Upper West Side teenager learned a tough lesson while trying to save money from a summer job.
He opened a bank account, but then nearly $2,000 disappeared. News 4 consumer reporter Linda Baccaro has his story and advice for all bank account holders. No, I know. It is an important lesson for him, though, but they got it fixed. Problem solved.
Yes,
Maria, can I just say the sky view
It's gorgeous.
is just real today.
Okay, at 6:45, this is why early birds get the worm, right?
That's right.
You're off to an early start. Otherwise, you're going to miss this. This is the magic hour. I'm going to step out to give you that full view.
Look at that.
Absolutely spectacular. Just enough cloud cover, that low fall sun angle, and you get magic. This is from EarthCam. Well, obviously, that sun coming up, but I'll tell you what, the camera from the Liberty Science Center in Jersey City looking across the Hudson, equally amazing out there right now. Quick take a peek before we lose all of that beautiful color. 48 right now at Central Park and light winds. And yes, Staten Island, you're getting in on this gorgeous sunrise. But generally, mostly cloudy skies, so it's a dry morning commute. By the time we get to the afternoon and evening commute, it starts to get a little bit damp here. We've got temperatures, though, in the 50s, so it is all rain. That's a good thing. 54 degrees by 1 o'clock. And then by 3 p.m., you can start to see those showers. After 6 p.m., it's more like steadier rainfall. So kind of giving you another version of that forecast. You can see by 5 p.m., lighter showers from the Hudson Valley, so the New York State Thruway, New Jersey Turnpike, starting to see some of those showers. Still dry for the LIE, but that starts to change after 6 p.m. So by 10 o'clock, yeah, we've got some yellow and orange on our future radar. Could be some embedded rumbles of thunder, locally heavy rainfall. rainfall. And then we're seeing sort of these a few waves still ahead of that cold front. So tomorrow's not completely dry, it's just not as widespread, and it's certainly not all day, but that chance is, and that takes us into the evening. Then the front comes on through and we dry out. That front has a lot to it as far as the cold, dry air. That's our story for Thanksgiving and Friday. And then we get into the weekend. I stop it at Saturday, not an issue for us yet, but if you've got travel plans, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Kansas City, all impacted by this system. For us, it brings us showers by Sunday. So today up to 54 degrees, sunset at 4:31. We'll see temperatures hold in the 50s. Again, showers starting this evening and into the early part of the overnight, and then just kind of stretched out with that chance on Wednesday. Temperatures then drop, only 44 on Thanksgiving, but wind chills Thursday and Friday because of the very gusty winds. It'll feel close to or below freezing the entire period. All right, 6:47 now. Let's see how things are moving along. Adele, good morning.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning to all of our viewers. Moving along very slowly. Today and tomorrow are gridlock alert days, so you're going to need plenty of extra time, whether you're trying to head out early for the holiday weekend or just get around town. Right now, Turnpike northbound Western Spur by exit 15E, truck route 1 and 9. We've got a crash taking out a lane, heavy backups through the area there. You're also going to be tapping on the brakes, Bronx River Parkway southbound exit 9 for Gun Hill Road. One lane closed off here for an ongoing accident. We are working on getting a closer look at that for you. On a good note, though, Belt Parkway heading westbound, that earlier crash by exit 11, that's cleared out, but we are still watching this crash here on the Grand Central Parkway westbound by exit 16 for Parsons Boulevard. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you. 6:48. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It is Tuesday, November 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is tracking roads around. Storm 24's LaRosa here with today's forecast.
Yeah, we've got the clouds back, and soon to follow will be the rain. So we want to time it out for you in case today is your travel day. And of course, we've got our eye across the country. It's going to be impactful weather in other spots too, from today through Sunday and Monday. So the big picture kind of tells that first story where it's been tough across parts of the south, now into the southeast, just outside Atlanta. So this morning flights will see that impacted there. Otherwise, we're starting to see at least the cloud cover. The showers are still a few more hours off. Temperature-wise, we're in the 40s for the most part, so it is definitely cool. We're going to manage to get up into the 50s ahead of the front. 54 degrees by 2 o'clock. After that, be ready for some showers. So if you're watching and you're going to be out this afternoon, grab the umbrella. And then it's steadier rain, a little more impactful on the roadways. Still not expecting flooding, but with that said, a busy time period between about 7 p.m. and midnight, and still cloudy skies with a chance of showers through tomorrow morning. We'll fine-tune that timing coming up in a bit, but I got to get you out the door. It has been slow in spots. What's the latest, Adele?
Yes, definitely slow in spots, and it's expected to stay slow really through the remainder of today and tomorrow, with both days being gridlock alert days. So it's going to be one of those days you're going to need to give yourself plenty of extra time out there. Heading out to LaGuardia Airport, definitely going to be seeing some slowdowns through here on the Grand Central Parkways. This is mostly due right now to a crash over by Astoria Boulevard. We will, of course, keep you posted on that. And a look ahead here for tomorrow, Metro North, you're going to have extra service in the afternoon, regular weekday schedule for the LIRR, and extra service for New Jersey Transit. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you. We've got new information right now. I think we covered every base possible. Romney did.
He did a great job, and they're doing a great job. And we're thinking of them. But we've got the rain moving in later. So from Hackensack, New Rochelle, Stanford, Mineola, and Rockaway Park by 5 p.m., we're already watching the showers. A quick break before more rain by the end of the holiday weekend. I've got you covered with the timing on both sides coming up in the 10-day.
Maria, thank you so much. Still to come, Times Square.
If you're heading out to the roads right now, Turnpike northbound Western Spur by exit 15E, we're watching a crash taking out a lane. Major backup through the area. Coming up, we're going to let you know what your getaway commute is going to look like. Here's a live look outside right now, though. Onto the Belt Parkway, you've got delays into JFK Airport. You're watching Today in New York.
Let's check in with Maria LaRosa with the weather.
Yes.
And we've got to talk about rain, Maria, unfortunately.
We do. Nothing on the plaza right now, but you see that chance increase as we get into the afternoon and certainly picking up in the evening. But also have to prepare you for a few more chances into tomorrow. So it's not a completely dry Wednesday, although the coverage starts to wind down. And then, yeah, we're still counting on a dry Thanksgiving. So that's the weather forecast in a nutshell. The next 48 hours, but all tied to what this system is doing. And just a heads up, this is going to be something that's impacting travel, not so much here, but definitely across the south and some pretty big airports. Of course, Atlanta waiting on that line of strong showers and thunderstorms still possible across the southeast as we get into this afternoon. But that whole system is sort of round one. There's the front tomorrow that kind of keeps the rain chance dragged out through Wednesday, but behind it, cold, dry, blustery, all the words for Thursday and Friday, because the wind chill will keep the wind chill down near freezing both of those days. Those gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour could impact how the parade is run too, so we'll watch that. Then by Saturday, this next system developing across the country. I stop it here for the afternoon and evening because, again, not near us yet, but we've got Chicago, we've got Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Detroit, all airports that could be impacted with snow and wind. And then on the south side, some more showers and thunderstorms. So this catches up the rainy side here by Sunday afternoon and evening. That may slow us down along the entire length of the I-95 corridor. So that's our issue for the next few days. Travel-wise, we're still dry at LaGuardia. You can see that rain build up by the time we get to about 3 o'clock. After 7 p.m., it's more of the steady rainfall and then occasional showers heading into tomorrow. But temperature-wise, we're going to hold in the 50s, right about 54 for the afternoon. Temperatures still in the low 50s overnight, and we'll still manage about 61 degrees for tomorrow afternoon before the temperature drop Thursday and into Friday. By Saturday, still very chilly. The winds will relax just a bit, but then Sunday the showers move in. Looking ahead to next week, a little unsettled here with a few rain chances. All right, let's get an update on the gridlock alert day, number 1.
Yes, gridlock alert day today and tomorrow. We are expecting to see a lot of holiday travel over the next few days. So you are definitely going to need to give yourself some extra time, whether you're hitting the roads, the rails, or making your way out to the airport. Speaking of the rails now, a look ahead for tomorrow. Metro North, you will have extra PM service to accommodate any holiday getaway travelers. LIRR and your PATH trains will be running on a regular weekday schedule. And New Jersey Transit, you will have early getaway service out of New York, Hoboken, and Newark. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much, Adele.